to talk to you about our today's special value, which is our KitchenAid stand mixer, and an item I think every kitchen that can have one should have one.
Sure.
This is our friend Christy Fletcher. Hi, Christy
Hello.
Fletcher.
Good to see you.
From Germac. And Christy has brought us yet another wonderful mix. This is called Nature's Finest. And there are probably more ingredients in this mix than any other that we offer. We don't offer this one all year round. It has some special ingredients you don't find in every mix, including the yogurt drops. And the yogurt drop kind of gives this little bit of almost like a vanilla creaminess to it.
It almost tastes like ice creamy to me.
Yeah, it does. It's instead
it?
of doing white chocolate drop, this is this yogurt drop. You've had yogurt covered pretzels and things, so it's that same, subtle, sweet, vanilla-esque drop, but blended with nuts and fruits, and I'll let Christy take you through this just incredible, gorgeous palette of flavor.
Yeah, and you said when it's the biggest when it comes to number of assortments, number of ingredients rather. 8 different ingredients in this mix. So that's the most in any mix that we're selling on air. And I do want to start off with these incredible strawberries. Look at that. You can still see the seeds there. That still looks like a real strawberry. It tastes like preserves. It has a nice dense chew to it, and it's so pretty. That's what you're looking for in a quality fruit. And then you have the gorgeous yogurt drops. You know what that reminds me of? The creaminess, strawberries and cream, doesn't it? So you feel like you're getting some decadence there, but that is in fact yogurt. And then we have walnuts in there. Those are natural. We do not batch roast those. We keep them natural. Pineapple. I love that sweetness. That's a nice, sweet pineapple.
Pineapple with the strawberry.
Yeah. So you feel like you're getting something decadent, but it's really just great nuts and fruits and yogurt. And then our beautiful batch roasted almonds. Germac has been batch roasting 94 years now. A little bit of pure canola oil, a little bit of salt, but you can see there's not that much salt on there. We're not trying to hide the flavors. We're trying to bring them out. This is significant. This is a jumbo flame raisin, and look at the size and look at the stretch. Still tastes like a grape. That's what you want. And really, these guys are massive. I just broke that in half, and look at the size of that thing.
They're
huge.
tender. They're not dense and hard and shriveled. There's a tenderness to them, which are fantastic.
That's because they're still maintaining a good bit of moisture. We don't, make them where they're just completely dry and hard. And then we move over to our batch roasted cashews. I want some of the best cashews I've ever had in my entire life, if not the best. You're looking for golden color, pure canola oil, a little bit of salt there. Good size, guys. Nice buttery textured nut. And then we go to the blast of cranberry. You're looking for that color. Look at that pop of color. Jill, those tart cranberries go so well with our batch roasted nuts, and they complement the other fruits in here because the pineapple's probably the sweetest.
Yes.
This is the tart one. And then we go to the strawberries, which taste like preserves. So everything is complementing everybody else. Everybody's making nice and playing nice in these jars. This is a great mix for this time of year, especially because this is probably one of our smarter choices. Definitely, because there's no chocolate in here. It's fruits and nuts and yogurt.
Yeah. And I think, when you're making up those little bags of mixes to put in your kids' lunches or to, take to the ball games or keep in their gym bag because they're going right from school, riding the bus, going to a sports game, then, they get home late.
Oh, yeah.
What's a little something that's easy for them to munch on? It's this. The weather's not too hot now, so you're not worrying about those yogurt drops melting.
That's right.
So it's an easy mix to transport. And you're getting 3 of those 1-pound jars. So this is 3 pounds of this delicious mix. And Germac does these mixes better than any brand that's out there. They're always fresh. You never get a jar of this and the nuts taste like a little funny. Like maybe it's a little rancid.
You can smell
or there's
the aroma when you open it up.
It's fresh. Everything, nothing's too dried out, nothing is too oily. It's never overly salty. When you look at the bottom of a Germac container, you never see all of these tiny little broken up pieces. You still see the big whole pieces of the nuts, Like there are brands of nuts out there that sell nuts and pieces. I don't want all the pieces, right? And I want the whole cashew.
Yeah,
I want the whole almond, right?
Well, the pieces also mean because they've been sitting around.
They've been sitting there,
and it breaks down. But you mentioned the bottom of the jar. This is what I like to call the Germac factor. What don't you see? Pieces, dust, which would indicate too much salt. This is because they're packed fresh only to your order. I have to call our team, Wally and his team in the warehouse, to get going on this. So they're packed fresh to your order. And I believe it's this one in the middle that has your freshness seal on there. If you don't pop this freshness seal when it gets to you, it will stay as fresh as the day you got it for 1 year. So you can keep these with you. This is a great mix. You know what? You don't have to have an excuse for Nature's Finest.
Right.
You really don't. Easter, sure. Put it out for Easter dinner or give it as a hostess gift. Or just use it as what I do with mine? This is my jar for the car. It's my jar for the car. I have something so I don't have to stop at a fast food restaurant.
Just gives
or
you a
pull
little
over.
something,
Just
right?
gives me a little something, something. And we have been eating nuts and fruit since the beginning of time. We
True.
really have. And so hence the name Nature's Finest. Our bodies are used to all of this. And then we top it off with those creamy yogurt drops. And
there's not a ton of them. In
it's
terms
not,
of,
well, you can tell
it's
because this
not
is
like
a real
it's
pour.
It's not like it's all yogurt drops and you're not going to get any nuts.
No, you see the balance right there.
Yeah, it's a nice balance. It's just, getting those yogurt morsels with some of your grabs to give you that creamy vanilla-esque sensation, to marry that with the nuts and to marry that with the fruits. I do want to point out, we can do an auto delivery on this because that's the thing with the Germac. There's really not one mix that's available 12 months out of the year.
Right.
And so here's an opportunity. And so if we sell out of this, I don't know if Christy's coming back with another presentation at all this year with this mix. But if you do the auto delivery will allow you to take advantage of that, and that locks you into the auto delivery for another shipment. That'll arrive in 60 days. That auto delivery is important because that won't be available to purchase again until September. So if you're wanting to get the auto delivery, to know that you'll have a second shipment of this coming in the next couple of months, auto delivery is the way to do that, because if we should present this again, auto delivery won't be made available again until the fall. So why don't we go through all the flavors again?
Okay, let's do that. I'll dump that out. And you're right. You're seeing not too many yogurt drops, not too many of this, not too many of that, just the right
Perfect
blend.
balance.
This is one of